A busy Week 23 wraps up tonight for San Antonio FC as they continue a three-match homestand. They welcome in Las Vegas Lights FC. We've got all the action for you here on Bally Sports. And a pleasant good evening, everyone. We say hello from the broadcast booth along with the former midfielder, Hayden Partain. I'm Dan Weiss. Great to have you with us this evening. Hayden, for SAFC, a club record 17 wins matching what they did in 2017. They go for history tonight against Lights, and they're at this point because of a nice bounce-back win against Loudoun United on Wednesday.
Yeah, coming off a midweek win, it's going to be a great night tonight.
And you take a look at the highlights from Wednesday. Yeah, we got a little bit of rain during the match, and then we got a lot of Sam Adeniran.
Yes, we did indeed. You can see this world-class goal, top bins. He's going to be looking to score more goals tonight. A midweek game, it's a short turnaround, so getting in front of goal is going to be exciting for him.
That is goals 6 and 7 on the season for Adeniran in just 11 matches. What a spark he's been to the SAFC attack. And San Antonio FC sitting with 17 wins, 53 points. Hayden, their magic number is 7 to clinch a third consecutive playoff berth. As we take a look at the Western Conference table, it's a 4-point lead over San Diego. It's a big match for Las Vegas Lights. They are just above the playoff line, sitting in 7th right now.
Yeah, there's 3 points on the line here. You can see San Antonio FC can really break some more records throughout this season, but really, really big points for Las Vegas Lights, like you said.
So we get a matchup of dynamic number 9 strikers. We talked a little bit about Sam Adeniran. Danny Trejo, no, not the actor from Machete, but the other Danny Trejo with Las Vegas Lights. He's got 10 goals this season, and should be a fun one watching these two frontrunners up top go head-to-head.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one. Obviously, we can see what Adeniran has done, but Danny Trejo, the defense of SAFC are really going to need to watch out for him, especially with Mitch Tainter being out for card accumulation. Just keeping an eye on him. He's dangerous in front of goal.
Yeah, no Mitchell Tainter and no Fabian Garcia either. He, too, is out with a lower body injury. So San Antonio FC will have some changes on the back end tonight. They'll try to stop this Las Vegas Lights attack as they go for a club record 18th victory. Here at home tonight, it's SAFC, it's Las Vegas Lights FC. It's coming up next here on Bally Sports. A busy Week 23 wraps up tonight for San Antonio FC as they continue a three-match homestand. They welcome in Las Vegas Lights FC. We've got all the action for you here on Bally Sports. And a pleasant good evening, everyone. We say hello from the broadcast booth along with the former midfielder, Hayden Partain. I'm Dan Weiss. Great to have you with us this evening. Hayden, for SAFC, a club record 17 wins matching what they did in 2017. They go for history tonight against Lights, and they're at this point because of a nice bounce-back win against Loudoun United on Wednesday. Yeah,
coming off a midweek win, it's going to be a great night tonight.
And you take a look at the highlights from Wednesday. Yeah, we got a little bit of rain during the match, and then we got a lot of Sam Adeniran.
Yes, we did indeed. You can see this world-class goal, top bins. He's going to be looking to score more goals tonight. A midweek game, it's a short turnaround, so getting in front of goal is going to be exciting for him.
That is goals 6 and 7 on the season for Adeniran in just 11 matches. What a spark he's been to the SAFC attack. And San Antonio FC sitting with 17 wins, 53 points. Hayden, their magic number is 7 to clinch a third consecutive playoff berth. As we take a look at the Western Conference table, it's a 4-point lead over San Diego. It's a big match for Las Vegas Lights. They are just above the playoff line, sitting in 7th right now.
Yeah, there's 3 points on the line here. You can see San Antonio FC can really break some more records throughout this season, but really, really big points for Las Vegas Lights, like you said.
So we get a matchup of dynamic number 9 strikers. We talked a little bit about Sam Adeniran. Danny Trejo, no, not the actor from Machete, but the other Danny Trejo with Las Vegas Lights. He's got 10 goals this season, and it should be a fun one watching these two front runners up top go head-to-head.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one. Obviously, we can see what Adeniran has done, but Danny Trejo, the defense of SAFC are really going to need to watch out for him, especially with Mitch Tainter being out for card accumulation. Just keeping an eye on him. He's dangerous in front of goal.
Yeah, no Mitchell Tainter and no Fabian Garcia either. He, too, is out with a lower body injury. So San Antonio FC will have some changes on the back end tonight. They'll try to stop this Las Vegas Lights attack as they go for a club record 18th victory. Here at home tonight, it's SAFC, it's Las Vegas Lights FC. It's coming up next here on Bally Sports. San Antonio FC Soccer on Bally Sports is brought to you by Toyota. Go to buyatoyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. It's a beautiful mid-August evening here in South Texas in Toyota Field. San Antonio FC will play their 11th home match here of the 2022 regular season against Las Vegas Lights FC. Starting 11s for both sides. For Lights under the guidance of Enrique Duran. We mentioned Danny Trejo up top, but Cal Jennings, 23-year-old, also 7 goals on the season. He's a former first-round draft pick from FC Dallas in the Major League Soccer Super Draft. For San Antonio FC, again, the news at the top, no Mitchell Taintor, out because of a card accumulation suspension. Fabian Garcia out as well, lower body injury. So Saad Abdul Salam is going to slide back and play the center back spot with Jasser Kamiri coming back into the lineup and Carter Manley. Nicky Hernandez will get another start with Mohamed Abu out for a second consecutive match as Alan Marcina picking up his 41st win the other night in a victory over Loudoun United 2. Now 41-15-15 in his 3 years with SAFC, and that's Enrique Duran in his first season as the head coach of Las Vegas Lights. This is their 4th year as an organization, now under the auspices of LAFC in Major League Soccer. They've got 10 players on loan from LAFC, and all 4 of LAFC's homegrown products that they've signed in the 3 years all play with the Las Vegas Lights. Pretty cool stuff there as Connor Maloney gets ready to go, and you see the new alternate kits for SAFC that they're going to sport here tonight. That's a sharp-looking kit there, Hayden.
Yes, it is indeed. Looks a lot like the checker one, but a little mismatch there.
Mismatch on the checker, yeah. Center referee tonight is Adam Kilpatrick. And we are set for soccer. Our opening kick tonight is brought to you by Pizza Hut. SAFC Las Vegas Lights FC meeting for the second time in 17 days. Along with Hayden Partain and our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us here on Bally Sports. Temperature kickoff tonight, 94 degrees. Nice breeze coming out of the east-southeast, about 15 miles an hour. Like we said, it's kind of picture-perfect weather for mid-August, which surprisingly has been much cooler than July so far here. An opening foul on SAFC, and Lights will have the early set piece. Well, 17 days ago, San Antonio FC went to Cashman Field. They won 2-0, a game that SAFC really dominated from start to finish, outshot Lights 19-12 in the match. And that match was plagued by all sorts of craziness, which is not uncommon when you go to Las Vegas for any reason, that is. The Lights, no pun intended, were not working at the start of the match, so they had a 20-minute delay as Daniel Crisostomo will send this one in. Headed out, turned back on. And San Antonio FC will break free, and on the counter, here they go with Sam Adeniran getting forward as he runs on Mohamed Traore. Justin Dillon joined back upfield. Adeniran, he thought about giving it a go, and now we'll turn it out wide. Nicky Hernandez, edge of the box. Santiago Patino back across the face, a goal just wide with the header here in the opening minutes. Well designed by SAFC.
Yeah, that was a great counterattack. I like the poise. They slowed it down a bit, got the ball out to Nicky Hernandez, and that's just got to be a goal from Santi Patino. The idea is right, though, heading back across the goal, but for his caliber of a striker, he's got to put that away.
And Enrique Duran not happy with the way his back four tracked that one. And this is a back four that has played a lot together. And Las Vegas Lights, they have an even goal differential for a team sitting 7th right now in the table. 27 goals for, 27 against. So they don't score a ton, but they don't really concede a lot, Hayden. And that was evident in their last matchup a week ago last Saturday. They went to Wild Horse Pass in Phoenix and played Rising to a 0-0 draw. That's not an easy feat. Duran, who recently served as an assistant coach for Lights FC, he was raised in Madrid, Spain, worked several years with FC Barcelona. Prior to joining Lights, he became the first coach to lead a youth academy team based in the United States to win a CONCACAF Youth Champions League. So a lot of experience with Enrique Duran, who is the 5th head coach of this Lights club in just 4 years. And well, they've had some personalities. You go back to their first head coach, Jose Luis Sanchez Soler, better known as Chelis from the Liga MX days. He only lasted about half the year, Hayden. Of course, he had an 8-match suspension for, unfortunately, an altercation in the stands. And then they had Eric Winalda, of course, the former U.S. men's national team great that was with them for a couple of seasons, but then was dismissed right before the COVID restart in 2020. So been an odd tenure for Las Vegas Lights, to say the least. Bjorshaw with a giveaway. SAFC, though, will give it right back as Alex Lara will give chase. We have 2 guys on this back line for Las Vegas who rank in the top 6 in clearances like SAFC has with their 3. as Enrique Duran looks on, but Lara ranks second at 106, and Dekel Keenan ranking 7th with 96. Dekel Keenan, a guy with just unbelievable pro experience. This is his 424th match wearing number 42 for Las Vegas Lights. He is 37 years of age in his 21st professional season.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to play with Dekel. He is a true legend.
Dillon across the face of goal, defended back out to the edge of the 18. Connor Maloney unable to get on the end of it. Alvaro Quezada and PC with a recovery, working it back to Jasser Kamiri. So with no Mitchell Tanner, no Fabian Garcia, a little bit of a different look for SAFC on the back here. You'll have Carter Manley flanked out to the left. We've usually seen him on the right. Saad Abdul Salam is going to play the right center back on this 3-back line with Kamiri in the middle. Manley will get forward here. Volleyed along by Patino, but Bjorshal will send it back to the center of the park. Frank Durama brings it down, and he's fouled by Nicky Hernandez.
Yeah, we spoke briefly about it last game, but SAFC has good numbers for their front line and their back line. So having this rotation, I don't think is going to be too disruptive, other than just, you know, the way their movements are, just getting used to that. But the midfield is looking the same today as it was midweek.
And what's amazing about a club that is 17-4-2 and with the best point total in USL Championship at 53, it's their 24th game. It's their 24th different starting lineup.
Yeah,
you just don't see that a lot from a team.
It is wild.
It's off to such a great start.
Yeah, and it's true. All hands on deck. You know, if you're on this team, the coaching staff believes in you, and whenever it's your time to step up, they expect you to perform.
First touch for Cal Jennings over on the far flank. Jennings in his second season with Las Vegas Lights. He's one of 10 players on loan from LAFC, the Major League Soccer side that is the now owner and operator of Las Vegas Lights FC when it comes to their soccer personnel and decisions, as Crisostomo able to spin away from Connor Maloney, and he'll run the engine. Daniel Crisostomo, the 25-year-old, in the middle, as Abraham Romero will send this one forward. Won a USL Cup a year ago playing with Orange County. How about Saad Abdul Salam will brush off Danny Trejo. We'll send it out wide. Shannon Gomez, good speed up that right touch line. Driving on Traore, cuts it back to the inside and then dispossessed by Traore, who's got plenty of daylight here getting forward. Durama. And now Bjorshal. Martin Bjorshal, 24-year-old rookie, played at Cal State LA. As it's pressed back to Romero. You have two Romeros in net. This is Abraham, the 24-year-old, and Tomas Romero is the other keeper, 21-year-old, who is on loan from LAFC. We'll get a foul here whistled as another collision across the field of play. Shannon Gomez looked like he got Mohamed Traore with forehead-to-forehead contact there.
Yeah, that's a tough ball from Romero. He tries to put it in space, but it's just inviting a challenge in the air.
Well, as mentioned, this is the 11th home match of the season for San Antonio FC. And like they've done on the road, running things pretty much to perfection near at home. 7-1-2. The 6 goals in their 10 matches, 5 clean sheets, plus 15 goal differential. Their overall home record here at Toyota Field lifetime in 7 years, 55, 14, and 30. And have outscored the opposition 176-94 in 7 seasons here at Toyota Field. And my guess is as we get a little later into the summer, we get towards the fall, weather starts to cool down a bit, this place is going to be rocking because this is a front-running club, has a chance to do something special here in the fall when it comes to setting some pretty big marks in USL Championship for regular season wins and regular season point total, both of those which are currently owned by the 2019 Phoenix Rising side, which had 24 wins and 78 points. Those are all-time records. You figure this place is going to become a little bit more of a party atmosphere as we get towards the playoffs.
Yeah, I completely agree. Last season, that's what we saw, the tail end of the season and into playoffs, because the team is doing so well. Everyone that has come throughout the season, when they're able to, just want to come back for more. It's an exciting style and very intense, high-paced game that SAFC has, especially when you score lots of goals at home.
And if you haven't thought about coming out before, it's a pretty good idea to start making your plans to get over here to Toyota Field. SAFC tonight goes not only for their club record 18th victory this season, but would also be their 95th win in USL Championship play as a franchise as they close in on that 100-win plateau. Jasser Kamiri as he wins the ball away from Darren Iskandarian. Manley. Nice to have Carter Manley back in the lineup after he missed 10 weeks of the regular season. Starting to get his feet wet once again. Connor Maloney heads that one forward, and that is played off the defender. It'll be awarded as a corner for SAFC, the first of the match here in the 11th minute.
Yeah, it was impressive from PC to still find that ball into Maloney. The layoff was a bit heavy, but great counteractive movement from Justin Dillon to pull the defender away and then check two and get on the ball.
So this will be interesting tonight, Hayden, because with no Fabian Garcia and no Mohamed Abu, SAFC is missing really their two set-piece specialists. So it looks like it'll be Nicky Hernandez who will at least have the opportunity here to start on the near stick. Hernandez, the in-swinger here. That's headed away from danger. Hernandez will be called for the foul as he wraps up his teammate, or rather his defender, Alvaro Quezada.
Yeah, it's a professional foul. You don't want them to break the counter. Honestly, a bit surprised he wasn't shown yellow there.
Yeah, usually in the position where you have a free counter going upfield, that might be where the caution goes up. PC, he too is one yellow away from serving a card accumulation suspension. Sitting on 8 total yellows, but one having been rescinded. So something to keep an eye on here tonight. Mitchell Tainer not playing. It snaps his streak of 21 straight starts, or 23 straight starts, beg your pardon, to begin the season. Connor Maloney is now the lone SAFC player this year that has played and started in every match. Bjorshal and Lara. Traore will serve this one in and harmlessly around Jordan Farr. Mohamed Traore, 20-year-old from Senegal, played at the Montverde Academy in Orlando. There's Mitchell Tainer. And I think, as long as he remembers, he's going to join us at the half here tonight to talk a little bit about his season. So obviously he's got to be very excited about not only what he's accomplished this year, but what the club has accomplished to this point of the regular season. Now, for a guy who plays every single minute of every single match, this has got to be the oddest feeling sitting in the stands tonight.
Yeah, but having two games in 1 week, it's probably the best situation of the worst. The best. I mean, yeah, it's just tough. I know he really wants to play, but to rest your legs on a two game week is probably better than waiting 2 weeks to play.
Inadvertently beneficial as Danny Trejo tried to make the turn. Would have had a good look at it. Saad Abdul Salam knocked it away from him.
Yeah, that was a savvy cutback.
Trejo was selected 14th overall by LAFC back in 2021. As Quezada tries to make the run. Patino, it's tugged on there by Crisostomo. SAFC to reset. Shannon Gomez will send Nicky Hernandez off to the edge of the box. Hernandez able to keep that one in play and will earn SAFC their second corner.
Keenan's just like a magnet in there. I don't know how many clearance he has, but it looks like he's on the end of all of them.
Yeah, 94 of them coming into tonight. Michael Keenan, this is his 24th appearance with Las Vegas Lights. Joined him in September of last year. They have that veteran presence in the back four for Enrique Duran, as Hernandez now the outswinger in this instance here. Near side service, and it's directed out by Frank Durama.
We'd like to get that service over the first man, but again, we talked about Nicky Hernandez is usually not the set piece taker. So we'll see if he gets comfortable, puts in a good ball.
Bjorshaw headed that one out, and a foul whistled, and so the ball back to Las Vegas Lights. And yeah, it's definitely a specialty role, being a set piece guy taking corners and free kicks. And because it's a short week and no Mohamed Abu and now no Fabian Garcia, you're not sure how much they've had a chance to practice these situations with a guy like Nicky Hernandez taking those corners.
Yeah, I'm sure it was little to none coming off of a Wednesday game. Both sessions, probably more so recovery, taking care of the body. I don't know how many extra reps of hitting set pieces Nicky Hernandez was able to get, but he's hit a few now, and that was a decent cross there. This SAFC player just didn't get on the end of it.
As we've crossed the opening quarter hour, the foul from Crisostomo. Crisostomo's a native of San Francisco. Wears the armband as the captain. Was signed to a first-team contract with LAFC after beginning his USL Championship days in Orange County. Of course, LAFC is the newest of the Major League Soccer franchises, having to kind of assemble players, trying to build up their academy. That takes time. And just to think about it, you know, you've got 20 homegrown players for FC Dallas. You've got 4 for LAFC.
It'll take some time.
Crisostomo, one of those guys that catches the eye of LAFC. Now he's on a first-team contract on loan here. Hernandez. Ball once again a little bit short, doesn't get over the first line of defense. And Connor Maloney will recover here back with Shannon Gomez. So SAFC, their second game here in the last 72 hours after the Wednesday win. And Las Vegas Lights FC, fresh legs coming to San Antonio, their lone match here of week 23. Pushed away from Adeniran and Abraham Romero. Swings it across.
That possibly could have looked like a pass back. It's very well done from Carter. He always finds a way to be touch tight with the striker he's marking. Cal Jennings looks like he's got to tie his shoe again.
Carter Manley appearing in his 15th match with SAFC and his 14th start. Bjorshaw the throw, and Jasser Kamiri drives it back forward. Other than the Patino header across the face, a goal that went wide. Limited chances for both sides here through the first 20 minutes of this match. Somewhat surprising when you figure these sides just saw each other 17 days ago in Las Vegas, so they have an idea of how both want to play. Lights is certainly more the deliberate when it comes to the attack. SAFC at home, seen them try to, again, put away teams early in the match. Saw them do that against LA. Certainly did against Loudoun United. Just didn't really finish the multitude of chances they had in that match on Wednesday night. As Dylan concedes as Bjorshall takes it away from him. Quezada. Romero. Danny Trejo. Lights unable really to build through the midfield here, and it's a good job so far by SAFC. Pretty much closing off Lights right at the midfield line.
High pressure and break-up play. You can see PC doing that each and every game. There he is again.
And volleyed along forward. PC once again over to Shannon Gomez. Running on Iskandarian. Iskandarian on an academy contract. Coming out of the Barca residency program that produced players like Diego Luna. A program located in Casa Grande, Arizona. Iskandarian, native of LA, just a 20-year-old. Started in the LA Galaxy Academy. The turn from Nicky Hernandez. Shannon Gomez, the overlapping run. And concedes to Traore.
You can see he just tried to put it through the wickets and run around him. Didn't work out.
There's definitely a difference between what we've seen from Lights on their back line defending here tonight than perhaps SAFC's seen in their last couple of matches. Loudoun United and LA Galaxy too here at home, where they pretty much had opportunity at will to attack the back line, and a little better organization here from Las Vegas Lights through these first 20 minutes.
Yeah, and you talked about it. They've got a little bit of experience in the back four here, and that goes a long way. It really does. Communication, tracking runners, passing players on. It makes it a little bit more difficult than just, you know, going through players that are maybe on a second team that are a bit younger and inexperienced.
And Lights very comfortable playing away from home. This is their 13th match away from Cashman Field, and they've got a winning record. As Cal Jennings nearly came away with the steal, Jordan Farr had to come well off his line to direct that one away from the front runner Jennings. But 5 wins, 3 defeats, 4 draws for Lights on the road this year as compared to just 4 wins, 5 defeats, and 2 draws at home. Coutinho, Kamiri. As Dylan makes the run to the end of it, but Lara got back to defend and knocked it away from Justin. Connor Maloney. And sifted through the middle of the park, and it lands to DeRoma. Nice turn from Frank DeRoma.
A little bit of a tackle dribble there, but got out of tight space really well.
Trejo. Quezada. Trejo running on Carter Manley here. Quezada up top. Trejo on a sneak pass. Manley puts it into Jordan Farr's gloves. Trying to look for the far runner, whether it was Cal Jennings on the end of it or perhaps Darren Iskandarian, but it's Jordan Farr who comes away with the ball.
Yeah, it's great recognition from Jordan Farr. As a goalkeeper, you have to be careful with that. If you go too early, they could look like they're crossing it and shoot it on goal.
And you gotta wonder here about Carter Manley. Comes up limping a little bit, and maybe stretching out that area that, if it's a hamstring injury there, Caden.
Yeah, he had a bit of a reach there to block the cross, especially with so many games in such a short amount of time. You kind of want to refrain from that and take more small steps, but when you're in the moment of a game and you're in the box trying to defend, you're just trying to put your body on the line to get any nick or block that you can. Hopefully he's okay and able to continue.
We'll take another look at it. And yeah, right there at the end, kind of, you see, grabs that right hamstring as he goes down. And SAFC tonight, with no Tainer and no Garcia available, they're not necessarily short in experience, but they're short actual defenders per se on the bench. Jordan Dellum can play on the back line. Can of course slide Shannon Gomez back or whomever, as you see all the SAFC players there. But from just a straight defender standpoint, they do have a youngster, Roman Holt, who's actually back from Ocean City, where he was playing in the League Two season. I can't imagine Carter Manley's going to continue in this match here, Hayden. It doesn't appear so at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why he would push it. But like you said, it's not a like-for-like substitution if there is one made. But there's formation. You know, Allen has a lot of pieces here on the bench to kind of manage this.
I guess it'll be a Jordy Dellum type substitution. Dellum can kind of play in these minutes, whether he can play in the back, which we've seen him do, or, you know, again, adjust the shape a little bit. Regardless, that's a tough loss in Carter Manley, who just really recently returned from injury and was just starting to get going once again. You hate to see him hopefully not miss extended time. That ball belongs to SAFC.
It's PC again with the edged buzz cut. He's there just to hunt in the midfield.
An edge buzz cut, you got to go back for the trim every couple of weeks too. You can't just let
No,
it
you
grow out.
you got to keep it tidy.
It is Jordy Dellum who will come on here in the 26th minute for Carter Manley. So Jordy Dellum, 29-year-old, plenty of experience, 127 career matches. His 10th appearance with SAFC since joining the club after just suffering a catastrophic injury in May of 2021. After missing a bulk of the 2021 season in the first half of 2022, he returns to action, and SAFC certainly fortunate to have the depth that he brings here, and looks like he'll line up in Carter Manley's spot at least to start. I'm sure we'll get some support though from Connor Maloney over there on that left side as Jasser Kamiri wins the ball. Santiago Patino slides away from Daroma, trying to slip one through to Justin Dillon, who's in an offside position. He's got to get back on. Daroma in possession of the ball, back to Traore. Nicky Hernandez at the far touchline. Danarin, as Iskandarian is matching 14, will take it away from Sam. And will work a throw.
Yeah, there's got to be communication from SAFC there. I don't think Danarin even knew he was coming.
Sam Adeniran, 7 goals in 11 matches since joining the club. His strike rate, 1 goal for every 125 minutes. It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, it means if you go into overtime in playoffs, you're probably going to get a goal from him.
Danarin leads the club, 7 goals, followed by Justin Dillon, who's got 6. Santiago Patino with 5. And Elliot Collier just made his return after missing 10 matches the other night, coming on as a second half substitute for the final half hour. And nearly had a goal on his first touch, Hayden.
He did, and I'm sure as he gets more minutes, he's going to get more comfortable, and he'll be right back on the score sheet here pretty soon.
You and I were surprised that he got 30 minutes on Wednesday night. He's worked his way back, but it's a healthy 30 minutes nonetheless. Didn't seem any worse for wear, at least from what we saw out on the pitch. That's a nifty little run there for Danny Trejo, flanked out on the left side, this time running against two defenders. And a good recovery from Shannon Gomez, who will drive it away. This kid's got a little bit of savvy out there on the touchline. Saw him out here on the right to start, now over there on the left side.
Yeah, it's happy feet, very skillful there. Shannon in the end came out on top.
Danny Trejo played his collegiate soccer at Cal State Northridge. He had 26 goals, 15 assists, and 58 matches for the Matadors. The Big West Offensive Player of the Year in 2019 as a junior. Traore drives one low on the pitch. Jasser Kamiri with a clearance.
That's a great touch in stride.
Cazada. Jordy Dellum. Good anticipation. Connor Maloney. Ahead to PC. Switching the play. Trying to get Sam Adeniran loose. It was a great ball from PC and just a little bit of a heavy touch there from Adeniran trying to bring it down.
Yeah, he's got to do a little bit better with that. I like that from Connor, though. He puts his body in between the ball and the man and gets a little boost. Passes out to PC, who just sprays it. Great ball.
A half hour in, 0-0. One intended for Dylan, balloons over his head. Alan Marcina looks on. His club begins the night 4 points ahead of San Diego Loyal. Top the Western Conference table with a game in hand. San Diego in action right now. They are playing on the road in Birmingham against Legion. Right now, Legion's got a 1-0 lead in the second half. That match will wrap up before we're done here tonight. One other match coming up later tonight will be Monterey Bay will host Sacramento Republic in a good Northern California showdown. I didn't know this about Monterey Bay, but until they lost 1-0 to San Diego on Wednesday night, they had a 500-minute streak without conceding any goals. This is the same club that gave up 6 here at Toyota Field at the end of April.
Yeah, I think they really looked themselves in the mirror after the loss here, because they kind of turned things around and have made their way up the table.
Certainly have, and still below the playoff line, 26 points. They're 12th, but only 8 points out. A lot of soccer still to play. Monterey Bay's only played 22 matches this year, so they've still got plenty of points at hand. The same can't be said for El Paso, who last night was their 26th match. They've only got 8 matches remaining. And they had a wild game in Colorado Springs last night. Battled back from 3-0 down, took the lead at 4-3, only to concede at the death and walk away with 1 point at Widener Field, which I'm sure if you asked them going into that match if they would be happy with 1 point, they'd probably say yes, but probably not the route it took to get to that 1 point.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. If you come back like that and give it away, leaves a sour taste in your mouth. Feels like a loss.
Off of Connor Maloney, it'll go back to Las Vegas Lights FC.
Well, since Dellum's come on, he's done really well. Winning his duels.
It seems pretty comfortable there on the left side, right in Carter Manley's spot.
Yeah, there's just so many players on this team that are extremely versatile. That helps, especially when injuries happen. And
obviously, that spot will go back to Mitchell Tainer next Saturday night against RGV when he returns from card accumulation. So probably at the good time that Mitchell will get right back in there. And we'll wait for word on Carter Manley next week, how severe that injury will be. PC. Back to Jordy Dellum. And Jordan Farr. Shannon Gomez will send Nicky Hernandez with a good ball.
There's no one tracking him there.
And drives one in from a sharp angle into the back of the net. What a strike from Nicky Hernandez. Brilliant from the youngster.
I mean, that was just an absolute banger from not a very good angle. Laces through the ball, stayed head over it, just sneaks it in front post. Don't think the keeper's expecting it.
Second goal of the season for Nicky Hernandez as he breaks the deadlock here in the 35th minute. Wow. And I agree, I think everybody was expecting him to cross from that position, and he saw clearly enough of an opening on the short side that he took advantage. And he just goes for it, and well, he drills it. No chance there for the keeper, Abraham Romero.
Yeah, I had a bit of slice on it. It's very difficult to deal with as a keeper, but he made a great deep run from the midfield, wasn't tracked, had all the time in the world, just picked his spot, and it was a great finish.
And I'm sure you won't be surprised, that was the first shot on target for either side in this match here as Jordan Farr comes away with the ball. In fact, it was only the second shot overall, the Patino header being the only other one. So there really hadn't been much developing. And, you know, I give credit to Nicky Hernandez. Just decided he was going to be presented with an opportunity, and smart play.
Yeah, it is. You know that Wayne Gretzky quote, excuse me, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know, if you put it on frame, it has a chance, make the keeper do something. And he couldn't do enough.
It's now 8 goals for Nicky Hernandez in his brief professional career. May open things up here a little bit as Adeniran to ground. We play on.
I don't know if the ref thought there was simulation there, or not enough contact. Adeniran had beaten him though.
Gomez. Deckel Keenan goes down to all fours to head that one out.
That man will find any way to head the ball, I'm telling you. He lives for it.
Hernandez bounces back up as Crisostomo will keep him pinned to the outside. It will belong to Las Vegas Lights. It's the 16th time this year that SAFC has scored the opening goal in their 24 matches. They are a perfect 15-0 when getting that opening tally. They did concede right before halftime on Wednesday night against Loudoun United, but then got a, talk about banger of goals, got an outstanding one in the upper corner from Sam Adeniran in the 51st minute for the eventual winner. Goal of the year candidate for not only SAFC, but in the entire USL Championship with that strike. So up 1 here, opening the scoring in the 35th minute. It's their 8th goal in the final quarter hour before halftime this season. Maloney. Bjorshall stepping in front of Dylan. Crisostomo. Daroma looking for Traore. Shannon Gomez anticipates, and Traore well out of position, opens it up on the left side. The best of balls there from Shannon trying to lead Adeniran, and it allows Las Vegas to make the recovery.
Yeah, they need to change that up a little bit. They've made that run and made that pass a few times now. I think Las Vegas is kind of caught on. See if they can maybe act like they're going to run towards the corner flag there, inside from out, maybe just going behind and just a little clipped ball. But it's great recognition from Shannon Gomez to pick off the pass, and he's got the pace to do it.
Shannon Gomez, who scored his first career USL Championship goal a couple of matches ago against LA Galaxy 2 at the death that at the time preserved SAFC's 9-match unbeaten streak. It's Patino. He gives it a go, and Romero reaches out to make the save.
I love that. It's great interchange from the two strikers. Lay off with the chest from Justin Dillon, and Patino's just finding a way to take a strike.
Oh, that's a giveaway there, and Farr with a one-handed stab in the air as he pulls down the ball from Iskandarian.
Yeah, a bit of an error from Abdul Salam, but well done from Jordan Farr to just trying to head it back there. It's too soft.
Iskandarian went for the chip, and Jordan Farr said, no guac for you there.
Yeah, he was in a tough spot too. There was a lot of space in behind him.
SAFC nearly gave it away. Adeniran slips past the defender and just can't release.
If only that was on his favorite left foot.
He'll get another crack at it here. There he goes with his left that time. That's taken off the ground pretty easily by Romero. Always fun watching the difference in styles between strikers. Adeniran needs to play with the ball at his feet here. As this comes free to Connor Maloney. He gives it a go to the up. Just over goal.
I thought that was it. I thought that was it. It was a great development of play and just great strike. Romero just gets just enough fingertips to put it over the bar, but it's a great strike from Connor Maloney.
His looks just get better and better every single match. Look at this touch.
The next one's going to be off the crossbar. He's going to slowly inch his way to that goal.
Fourth corner of the match here for SAFC. Hernandez, again, can't get it over that first line of defense, so they'll get another crack at it this time. Good ball from Justin Dillon, although his shot blocked. And that sets off a potential counter here, but not the best of balls there from Crisostomo trying to get it upfield to Cal Jennings. DeRoma make the turn back to the inside, and he's fouled. You know what I was going to say before about the strikers, you know, it's interesting watching the different styles. You know, the guy like Sam Adeniran, he likes the ball at his feet, likes to get moving a little bit. Where Santiago Patino probably gets just no dribbles on the ball. He sees an opening and he just goes right for goal. And there's no hesitation from him.
Yeah, he's straight, just post up play, lay it off, and get my butt in the box. That's what he wants. He doesn't really want the ball at the feet. He wants to be the last person to touch the ball and putting it in the back of the net. And I think those differences in styles is what really complements them with each other and why they can play well with each other. You know, Justin Dillon can do, you know, pass and move. He can have the ball at his feet as well. But ultimately, Patino's trying to poach in the box like we see. But the rest of them, they just want to be on the ball, and that's why they can combine off each other.
Between the three of them, they have got 18 of SAFC's 40 goals this year, almost half. And then you factor in Dillon's 7 assists on top of that as well, too.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And that's not even, it's just under 50% of their goals. So we talk about SAFC being a full team. You don't really know which person's going to show up and be the goal scorer that day. You got defenders scoring goals on set pieces. You got midfielders with second line shots.
Jordy Dellum will switch the play. Shannon Gomez. Adeniran. Again trying to open up on the left. Instead, Iskandarian. Although Gomez with a recovery will take it away off the feet of Iskandarian.
We'll say it has been pretty evenly matched game aside from the scoreline, but SAFC has done really well on winning the ball back on the first pass. That's really where I feel like they've had an edge in the game. Las Vegas kind of takes their time at winning the ball back. The repressure just really intense from SAFC.
Yeah, the repressure basically has made it virtually impossible for Las Vegas really to break into the final third here in the first half. I mean, the other couple opportunities Danny Trejo's had out wide, and then the giveaway that allowed Iskandarian to try to go for the chip. That's been it. Las Vegas just the one shot in the first half, and it really didn't come out of their own doing. It came off a miscue by SAFC. So to your point, that's a lot of credit to what SAFC has achieved here in the first half. And up until that goal from Nicky Hernandez, SAFC hadn't really done a whole heck of a lot either on their end in terms of generating. But since then, they have now got 5 shots, 4 of which have been on target. So you can see that goal has certainly opened things up a little bit for them too. Hernandez, spot Dillon. Dillon is brought down by Lara. And Lara is going to go into the books here. The first caution, Alex Lara.
It's a silly foul. He has reinforcements there. Even if Justin Dillon beats him here, he's got another defender tracking back. But really well done from Justin Dillon. Great composure. He loves the step over as well.
We got 3 minutes added time here at the end of the first half, as Nicky Hernandez again will be over the ball.
He should just shoot the cross again, right?
I mean, you really want to be cheeky? Bend this one to the near post.
Yeah, just you can be a hero or villain from your own teammates, but you really just want to have this drop in the 6-yard box right at the back post.
That's well delivered, and it's well executed by Jasser Kamiri. The header in stoppage time at the end of the first half knocks it in on the set piece from Nicky Hernandez, and SAFC is up 2 right before halftime.
Hey, he put it just where I said to put it, and great run, committed run from Jasser. Just whips it in, back post. Jasser just puts his head through it, takes a bit of a deflection, but fantastic finish. And we were talking about this, not just the front runners or goal scorers. We got a center back here on a set piece, but a nice goal and assist from Hernandez. I'm guessing he's liking taking set pieces now.
That's Jasser Kamiri's first goal as a member of SAFC. What is tonight his 31st match with the club. 4th overall career goal in 73 matches. And now SAFC feeling pretty good about themselves here, up 2. Took a while for this game to develop, but here they go again. Shannon Gomez looking into the box and defended out for yet another corner. You might look at the scoreline at the half, you see 2-0 SAFC, and you're saying, well, it was just a dominant performance by SAFC, but it really doesn't do the match justice for what it's been up to this point. Really, it was a, to your point, pretty evenly played match for the first half hour.
Yeah, it was, and then, I mean, it's kind of a big change from SAFC for how many chances they had Wednesday to tonight. They've been so much more effective and efficient in front of goal.
PC. He saw the ball coming out. He wasn't going to pass that one. So he'll instead give that lucky fan a momentary souvenir out in front of La Gloria. And then they throw the ball back onto the field, and it's right there on the edge of the 18.
That's a party foul.
Maybe it's his first match. Maybe he doesn't know you don't get to keep the ball.
Or he's a Las Vegas fan.
Or he's a Las Vegas fan. Probably not at the half, though, because SAFC gets 2 goals there in the final quarter hour of that first half. It's Nicky Hernandez who opens the scoring in the 35th minute, and then in added time, Jasser Kamiri gets his first with SAFC, and the home side is up 2 goals At the half, 2-0, SAFC over Las Vegas Lights FC, Week 23 round.
I do, yeah.
San Antonio FC gets 2 goals in that final quarter hour of the opening half. Nicky Hernandez, number 2 of the season. Chasser Kamiri, his first with San Antonio. It's 2-0 after 45 minutes here on Bally Sports. So we welcome you back upstairs to the broadcast booth. Dan Weiss, Hayden Partain, Mitchell Tainter joining us here at the half. We wish to see you out on the pitch, as I'm sure you do, but it's just as good to have you here in the broadcast booth tonight. So welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So we're going to get into your thoughts on this game here in just a little bit, but I want to talk about the team and overall this season and what a season it's been to this point. You guys are on the precipice of making history. A win, your next win, is the most in club history, and it has just been from start to finish. You guys have kind of accepted the challenge and really taking care of business, and it seems like it's been a mentality that started going all the way back to training camp.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm super proud of the boys tonight. I mean, we faced a lot of adversity this season, and as you see right here, we're top of the table at the moment. It's an incredible league, an incredible conference this year, so it's extremely important that we keep picking up points along the road because you never know when the stumble could come. We play a lot of good teams, especially in September, so it's crucial that we get 3 points tonight and go into RGV, prep our bodies, and get ready to rock and roll.
How did you guys use I don't want to say the energy or the momentum, but I guess just the feelings after the loss last year in Orange County as preparation coming into this year?
Yeah, I mean, that loss definitely hurt. I mean, I think it hurt the whole SAFC community, and obviously we're here to win titles. That's what our job is for. That's what we're paid to do. So, it's about, bouncing back from that loss, using it as motivation, like you said, Dan, and it's been a really good season, from top to bottom. Starting in training camp, everyone's been super bought in, mentality monsters, as we call ourselves, and everyone's lived and died by that.
So this has been an unbelievable season for you personally. It's a career year, 4 goals. You're amongst the top 10 when it comes to interceptions, clearances. We are titling this an MVP profile. I'm sure other people may have different ideas, but I think you are probably feeling pretty good about the season you're having to this point.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've said it before. It's great to, get recognized for the accolades, but this never happens if the team doesn't have a great year. And everyone individually is having a great year. As a team, we're having an unbelievable year. And it's a credit to all the guys to the right of me and the left of me who are helping me, and I'm helping them. So it's a whole collective effort.
And I remember, there was a great piece that came out on you at USL Championship last week talking about your season. And I know you gave a lot of credit to Alan Marcina and what he has done for your career, especially coming back to SAFC in the middle of last season.
Yeah, absolutely. Alan's been unbelievable with me, and every year that I've been at San Antonio, it's been my best years of my career, and I'm really happy to be here for this year and next year and continue my growth and help the club reach the heights that we want to reach.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk more to Mitchell Tainter. We're going to talk about this game. Somebody told me that Mitchell told Nicky Hernandez start shooting the ball from those sharp corners. Well, it paid off in the first half. SAFC's up 2 goals over Las Vegas Lights. More halftime when we return after this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
These are loud.
Here,
yeah, we can
turn it down.
Turn it down for you.
Miss this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
San Diego just lost.
Okay. Okay.
Should I put hands in my pocket? How do we look here?
Just you don't know what to do with your
I
hands.
have no idea what to do.
I usually just hold them like this.
I just do this
Yeah.
and act like I'm a Puritan.
All right.
Okay.
I told
Dan,
Joss
Dan
to
does
that.
this,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I
are you
know.
about?
I give.
Hey, I told Josh that he's gonna score today too. Today's his day.
That's good. Can you just say like,
Yeah.
hey, you're gonna play again, Hayden, and then it happens. I can go play again.
Hey, listen. I can put in a word to Alan.
Okay. Okay. I want to give a shout out Jaden Sanchez celebrating his birthday here tonight at Toyota Field and probably enjoying it. SAFC up 2 goals on Las Vegas Lights at the half as we welcome you back to the broadcast booth. Dan Weiss, Hayden Partain, Mitchell Tainer with us once again. All right, give me your thoughts so far on the first 45 minutes here tonight.
Yeah, extremely proud of the guys, and obviously it's difficult when we go down to starting center back. So I'm really proud of Jordy for coming in. He's done great. Jasser has been solid as usual, and Jordan Farrs came up huge. So
Yeah.
It's been a great half for the guys.
Down really 3 starting center backs when you think.
Yeah, obviously it's really nice to read, but at the same time we're here to win games, and that's all that matters. So as long as we're winning games, then I'm happy, and we'll let the rest fall while it may. But of course, everyone is coming for us because we're in the top spot right now. So we just need to keep our heads steady and keep performing.
Mitchell, we love having you up here. We hope it's the last time we have you up here this season.
Yeah, I hope so too. Well, thanks for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Mitchell Tainer joining us. Second half coming up here in just a little bit. SAFC up 2 goals, 2-0 over Las Vegas Lights FC. More halftime here on Valley Sports. 2-0 SAFC with the lead over Las Vegas Lights FC. Second half coming up next. San Antonio FC Soccer on Bally Sports is brought to you by Toyota. Go to buyatoyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Start of the second half, 2-0 SAFC with a lead over Las Vegas Lights FC. It was a pleasure having Mitchell Tainter joining us for a few minutes talking about his season in the club and where it's going. And Hayden, where we're going, here's our HEB by the numbers in that first half. And it's funny because, again, you know, the first 30 minutes looked nothing like this in terms of shots. There was one for both sides, and then things really heated up in the final quarter hour.
Yeah, we saw the possession stat there. It's more like what we see with SAFC in previous games. They've had a little bit more possession, but not as effective in the attack. So this is more their style.
Actually weren't bad in the possession against Loudoun, which finished at 51% on Wednesday night overall. We get set for the second half here. No changes for either side to begin things here in the back half. And SAFC with the lead, and also getting some good news from Birmingham, Alabama tonight, where Birmingham Legion has just defeated San Diego Loyal 1-0. It's a good opportunity for SAFC to not only bring their magic number down by 3, but also to extend their lead atop the table by 7, with still a game in hand over San Diego Loyal. They're going to meet again, those two clubs, coming up on the 10th of September here at Toyota Field. With Hayden Partain and our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss. Thanks for joining us here tonight on Bally Sports. Goals in the 35th minute by Nicky Hernandez, and then added time to the end of the first half by Jasser Kamiri, who gets his first as a member of SAFC in what is his 31st career match with the club here tonight. Nicky Hernandez, part of both goals, scoring on the first one when everybody was looking for the cross. Nicky went for goal, and then, as you had alluded to before, he dropped that ball in. Just a great taken set piece, put it exactly where he needed to, and allowed the 6'4" Kamiri to go up and get it.
Yeah, he's had a great week of football. He had an assist on Wednesday as well. Could possibly see him in team of the week if he closes out this performance the right way.
Yeah, he gives him 2 goals and 4 assists now on the season for the 22-year-old who originally was drafted by FC Dallas, 15th overall back in 2021. He was actually, believe it or not, he was the pick after that man, Danny Trejo. He was selected 14th overall by LAFC, and then it was Nicky Hernandez selected number 15. Shannon Gomez, SAFC, at least a throw here as he gets upended running along the touchline ahead of Frank DeRoma.
That's where Shannon's just at his best. He can just kick it by anyone and just turn those wheels on and just run.
So it's Hernandez once again over the ball. Hernandez on a season loan from FC Dallas. And after beginning his pro career with Dallas's USL League One side in North Texas.
This is the further out set piece. Really going to have to put some pace on it.
That one bends away to the top of the 18-yard box where it's headed out. Also kicking into a little bit of a breeze there for Hernandez on that one. Another try here. Nice turn. Spins away from Crisostomo. Plays it to the top of the box. Adeniran settles. Dylan back to Sam. He's got it on his left. And a great block there from Alex Lara, who went to ground.
That's just really well done from SAFC. The recirculation off of the set piece, and then combination play from Adeniran and Justin Dillon. They know each other. He even put it a little into space for Adeniran to have it on his left foot.
So we are getting a little bit of clarification, by the way. The goal that was originally credited to Jasser Kamiri, because it went off the defender, is going to actually officially go in the books as an own goal. You saw that deflection. We saw it on the replay a couple of times there. I don't know if I necessarily like that classification per se, because as we'll watch it again here, this ball's going in. I mean, the defender, whether he's there or not, whether he hits it or not, he's not helping that ball go into the net.
No, that's extremely harsh in my opinion. If you put the ball on target and it takes a deflection and continues to go in on target, even if it's redirected, I'm pretty sure it should be a goal. If it's a shot or something off target and it deflects and goes in, then that's typically an own goal. So I'm actually a bit surprised by that.
Now, there's no official home score. This is not like baseball where you judge a hit or an error. This is all done, of course, at the Central USL Championship headquarters where they determine that. There's a giveaway here, sets up Shannon Gomez playing the combination with Adeniran. Gomez back to Adeniran. He gets hauled down right at the top of the box, and they say play on. And now it sets off a counter here for Las Vegas. A little surprising Adeniran doesn't get the call there. He had the position. As they test Jordan Farr, he's able to settle under it. I don't know how much better position you could have.
He's holding his arm. I don't know if it's because of sheer size that he doesn't get that call. But the ref didn't think it was a foul. Back to the Jasser goal, though. Hey, I object with him. If you know, if we need to talk to somebody, that's got to be his goal, in my opinion.
Well, again, especially as a defender, you don't get many opportunities to score. So when you get one taken away like that, I'm sure you're going to have some grumbles at the end of the night. One taken poorly by Danny Trejo, will return it to Jordan Farr. Danny Trejo, Mendota, California, 14 goals in his 36 career matches with Las Vegas Lights, 10 of them this year. Begins the night tied for 12th in the Golden Boot race in USL Championship. The Golden Boot leader is one Milan Alaski from Orange County, who got his 17th and 18th goals last night in the win against Phoenix Rising. Daroma. Back to Mohamed Traore. Trejo. Quezada trying to make the turn. Or Iskandarian, rather. He gets held up. We'll do it again here on the reset for Las Vegas. And now Quezada out wide. Iskandarian Chrysostomo. Iskandarian. Good footwork there on the far touchline. Cal Jennings, been a quiet night for Jennings to this point. Just hasn't had a lot of opportunities with the ball at his feet. Chrysostomo. And he gets brought down, and that probably will be a yellow on Justin Dillon. And it will. 6th caution of the season for Dillon. He goes into the books in the 53rd minute.
It was a good sequence of passes there from Las Vegas. He kind of got stuck on the right side there, but with good individual dribbling, draw the foul. Dillon's just using his hands a bit much there.
Hasn't been much for Las Vegas here tonight, just the one shot on the miscue by the SAFC back four. This one sneaks through. Calmly played out of harm's way. Keenan. Iskandarian pressured back. Lara, nearly a giveaway, lands at the feet of Cal Jennings. Traore across the face, a goal. And a clearance again for Kamiri. Adeniran, oh, beautiful by Sam as he's off to the races on the counter. Adeniran, oh, one touch too many there. Stays with it here as he's going to try to cut it back to his left. Las Vegas does a nice job of holding up on Sam. We got to get rid of that ball a little bit sooner there, Hayden.
Yeah, I wish he just took a peek. Justin Dillon was making a great run on the far side. Maybe he could have been slipped through. I know that Justin Dillon probably would have done that for him, but again, he's hot right now. Try to take a player on and get a shot off. He's a striker. To some degree, you want them to be selfish, but the better option might have been slipping Justin Dillon there.
Las Vegas certainly doing their homework, trying to keep the ball off of Adeniran's left foot. Giveaway that time. Trejo, Cal Jennings, Iskandarian, Bjorshall.
I mean, that's a great play from back to front from Las Vegas, but you just see how many numbers and bodies SAFC gets behind the ball in reaction to losing possession. It makes it so difficult. You don't see that from Vegas, and SAFC are able to just continue to proceed forward and attack in similar situations.
Nice touch from Jennings. Trejo looking for support. Iskandarian, Quezada, corner of the box. Good recovery once again. Chrysostomo. Lara over to Traore. Whips a ball in. Jennings went down and the ball goes out. It'll belong to Vegas, to the first corner of the night for Lights.
They were touch tight with the striker. It's fortunate that deflection off of the clearance didn't go in the back of the net.
Love the look of Cal Jennings. He looks like a player out of the 80s. He's got a ponytail. He's got his jersey tucked in. He's the only player on the pitch who's got his jersey tucked in.
You got to respect the tuck.
And Dekel Keenan turning with a left, but turns it over goal. 37-year-old, the opportunity with the ball at his feet, and he put it over.
Yeah, you can see PC raising his hand there after just an apology for the misclearance. I think Dekel Keenan just snatched at it.
Far. He's getting his own soundtrack at Toyota Field. Connor Maloney slips it to Adeniran. And heavy on that touch, trying to out-create the defender. But SAFC maintains possession. Patino just wide. And it again, there are the differences between the two strikers. Adeniran trying to create something. Patino gets the ball, just turns and fires.
I'm telling you, he just wants the post up. Gets posted up with Deco Cannon, creates a little space with his touch on the bite, and takes a strike. None of his touches were even towards goal. That's how good he is. He's just trying to find a little bit of room to get the shot off, and almost finds the back post there.
12-1 shots in favor of SAFC. And of their 12 tonight, 4 on target, so 33% clip. And of their 4 on target, 2 have found the back of the net. That's pretty good accuracy. Trejo, just great, again, presence from Shannon Gomez with him stride for stride, just wouldn't let him get the step. Cal Jennings gives it a go. It's off of Kamiri. Nearly ends up in the back of the net.
That's why you take shots. Doesn't matter if there's bodies in front of you. Deflections can also make the ball go in. I think Jordan Farr did a really good job of trying to get over there. I don't know if he would have had it covered in time, but you can see the effort.
Second corner coming up here for Vegas. To the back post. Again, it was Deco Keenan trying to rise up, and he rose over the back. Well, I believe Shannon Gomez in the midst there, and so a foul on Keenan.
Don't tell me that was the matchup.
Former teammates in Sacramento.
I remember showing up to training, and Deco would be there early, and he'd be on his knees heading the ball in the training room. That guy loves to head the ball.
Starting to get to the point where we're getting too many Sacramento Republic references on these broadcasts. Cal Jennings skips over Jasser Kamiri, fumble the ball. It allows Jasser to recover. And we're going to throw. We're going to get a foul. We're going to get a foul on Jasser here, I believe.
Connor's obviously not ecstatic about that call. Honestly, I thought it was just a great battle between two players. But a set piece in a dangerous area, a shortened corner. Well, that's what Connor was probably speaking about, a flailing hand.
So it's Iskandarian over the ball here. Short corner, as Hayden points out. Balloons to the back, intended for Keenan, and Adeniran rises in front of him. Now Crisostomo, top of the box, turns, fires, blocked by Patino. Traore keeps it moving, volleyed forward. Dillon. PC heads it out wide. Connor Maloney. Drive it across touch.
I mean, that's just fantastic. You've got Justin Dillon getting that second clearance out. You got Patino putting his body on the line to block a shot. Two strikers.
And again, SAFC, this is their second match in 72 hours, so let me get a few more fresh legs out on the pitch here. It looks like Elliot Collier and Atez Diop are going to come on here momentarily. It's going to be Collier's going to come on for Patino, and Atez Diop is going to come on for the man of the match to this point, Nicky Hernandez, who leaves with a goal and an assist. Although technically they've got his assist off the board because it's an own goal, but we're giving him an assist as he leaves after an hour here.
That's crazy.
You still can't believe it. I don't blame you.
As a player, I've been on the end of that before, and it's like, really? It's good to see Diop on the field again, though.
Yeah, just the 10th appearance of the season for Atez Diop. He's dealt with some injuries, and close for Jordan Farr again, as that was bending back in and to keep it over the crossbar. Another corner for Las Vegas. They're starting to build something a little bit here in the second half with just under a half hour remaining. Really just didn't generate much of anything in the opening 45 minutes, but more opportunities on set pieces here. This is their third corner. Bends to the top of the 6, and Jordy Dellum for the clearance. Shannon Gomez follows up. PC maneuvers it along. Great ball ahead to Sam Adeniran. Elliot Collier able to work it away. Collier sneaking in. Collier goes down, and the ball belongs to Abraham Romero.
It's a great fight from both players. Well defended. Fantastic weighted ball from Adeniran, though.
Again, a Collier first touch and nearly some magic as substitutions now coming from Enrique Duran's club. We're going to see Ima Almaguer is going to come on, as is the youngster Nathan Ordaz. Almaguer and Ordaz coming on will replace Bjorshal and Iskandarian. Here's a goal summary from tonight's match. 2 goals for SAFC. Nicky Hernandez in the 35th minute. He's going to get to this ball, I promise you. There we go. And then he's going to put it short side past Abraham Romero for his second goal of the season. And then just before halftime, Jasser Kamiri, I think when all said and done, is going to get his first goal. It's being ruled an own goal off of Alex Lara, but we're hometown broadcasters, so we're giving Jasser the goal in the 45th minute. This one will go into the books officially in first half stoppage time. 2-0 SAFC with the lead. Ima Almaguer, product of the FC Dallas Academy, on as Collier gets bumped off the play. Lands the feet of Justin Dillon. Oh, he put it right through the wickets of Traore, and Dillon is in. Slips it over Adeniran, just outside the 6, off his back heel. Oh, man.
I mean, are we just watching a highlight reel right now? That Meg from Justin Dillon, and then that goal, that would have just been fantastic. That would have been the icing on the cake.
He wanted to best his goal from Wednesday. Trying to go back heel after Dillon went through the wickets of Traore on the near side.
I think a week or 2 back, Sergio Ramos scored a goal like that in the French league, exactly the same way.
Trejo running on Shannon Gomez. And more on Las Vegas, another corner. I mean, which play was better?
I mean, since it wasn't a goal, it's got to be the Meg, right? No options to lay it off.
I mean, that's twice through the legs of Traore and Lara in that sequence. Trejo, corner of the box. Crisostoma. Great defending by Connor Maloney.
Yeah, that's fantastic. The timeliness of that challenge, just full throttle block, even apologizing to the fan that probably knocked their glasses off. I mean, this guy is the nicest guy and most rough competitor you can find. Oh, it's a good morning to that guy.
Yeah.
Someone get him a beer.
Adeniran on a counter opportunity now. Shannon Gomez makes the run. He goes to ground. The ball awarded back to Abraham Romero. See, Traore wants the simulation. Caution up on Gomez, who actually looks to be legitimately hurt, holding his right shoulder there.
It's a great committed run from Shannon Gomez. I mean, There's a bit of contact on the trailing leg there.
It's Nathan Ordaz, the 18-year-old from Encino, California, the product of the LAFC Academy. And we mentioned they have 4 homegrown players on this Las Vegas Light squad. Ordaz is the most recent homegrown signing by Las Vegas, or by LAFC, on April 25th. So as Shannon Gomez gets worked on, we take a look at the upcoming schedule for San Antonio FC. In the next 5 games, they'll wrap up a homestand next Saturday night. They'll take on Rio Grande Valley FC. That match on Valley Sports. And then on the road for 2, a little bit of a cross-country trek to go from Indianapolis to Oakland. And then back home to begin maybe what is arguably the most intriguing 4-match homestand of the season. San Diego on the 10th, New Mexico on the 17th. You see the New Mexico and the Oakland game will be on Valley Sports. But then after that, that makeup game with Colorado Springs on the 20th of September, and then Sacramento Republic on that Saturday. Those are 4 very interesting matchups at home in the month of September.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better preparation for playoffs with the position that SAFC is sitting in right now at home. You can see that they're probably going to host some matches. So playing these teams that are going to make playoffs kind of in the latter end of the season is pretty ideal.
As we approach the final 20 minutes of the match, SAFC continuing to be on top 2-0. Trejo running on Gomez, gets a little bit of space. Trejo puts it across the face of goal. That's dangerous. A little dummy touch, and Almaguer put it over goal.
That's a fantastic run from Trejo. Beat Shannon Gomez there 1v1. Just the final product on the shot. Just not quite there.
You talk about playoffs. The playoff structure this year in the USL Championship, top 7 teams in each conference qualify. The #1 overall seed gets a bye to the conference semifinals, which is new this season. So that's why the #1 overall seed is so important. And then reseeded following the conference quarterfinals to ensure the first overall seed in each conference plays against the lowest remaining seeded opponent. So because SAFC, should they push through, if they get the #1 overall seed, they could have some really fortuitous rest. Really would only need to win twice to get to the USL Championship match. So the road becomes that much easier if you take the #1 spot. And SAFC tonight could be 7 points up on the #1 spot here. As Collier, is he going to earn a corner? He is.
I really like that structure and change. It puts a little more emphasis on the importance of winning, the regular season, other than just getting a trophy for it and then losing first round, and it's as if your season really didn't mean a thing.
Right. Saw that happen to Real Monarchs in 2017. The best overall regular season record. Bounced in the first round in penalties by, Sacramento. Atez Diop on the corner is off of Dylan and awarded Abraham Romero. And and as the #1 overall seed, you're guaranteeing yourself at least 2 home matches of the conference semifinals and the conference finals. Should you push forward that far, and then SAFC, which, as they begin the night, 3 points up on Louisville City for the #1 overall seed in USL Championship. Louisville City is a 1-0 winner tonight over Tampa Bay Rowdies. Dillon unable to run that one down. It'll belong back here to Las Vegas Lights. Underway in Northern California, Monterey Bay. Early 1-0 lead over Sacramento Republic. Of course, Sacramento Republic is probably looking ahead to September 7th to the US Open Cup final, and they're going to take on Orlando City of Major League Soccer for the right to hoist the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup.
Yeah, it's exciting for the club, but you don't want to look too far ahead, because then you win or lose that, then you don't make playoffs. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sure what to make of that, to win the US Open Cup and then to fail to make the playoffs in your own league.
Yeah, it's like an English Premier League team winning FA Cup and then not qualifying for Champions League.
Getting relegated.
Yeah, essentially. Oh, no.
Jasser Kamiri, that doesn't necessarily look all that good either. Hopefully maybe just a little bit of a tweak as he got rid of it.
Or a cramp. You can see he's got that kinesio tape on his left knee, maybe hamstring. But he looks like he's stretching both calves. But you never like to see a player pull up mid-pass with no pressure.
SAFC will get the benefit of a full week of recovery before the match on the 20th next Saturday night. South Texas Derby match against RGV. It'll be the third time that SAFC and RGV will faced each other. Ironically, it's going to be the first time RGV comes to Toyota Field since last year's playoffs. The first two matches were down in the Valley earlier this year. Nico Keenan back on the ball as we come upon the final quarter hour. SAFC, which won 2-0 at Cashman Field 17 days ago, winning 2-0 here tonight at Toyota Field. The goals for Nicky Hernandez, and right now, unofficially, an own goal off of Alex Lara. Here will come on another one of those four homegrown products, Christian Torres, the 18-year-old.
Looks like Las Vegas is going to go to 3 in the back.
Keenan is off, so Torres has got 3 goals. We'll go up top there with Crisostomo, Ima Almaguer, Frank DeRoma.
I don't really know what to make of that, but we play on.
Ordaz, Trejo, Crisostomo, Almaguer. A little push here, upfield. Torres, first touch. There's one into the box, and will force out San Antonio to defend yet another corner. The 6th one that Lights has had here in the second half. Torres out of the right side, able to earn the corner.
One thing I've noticed with Vegas, too, is they play a lot to feet, and I feel like against a team like SAFC who's so organized in defense, it's really hard to get in behind that way. You have to actually beat a player rather than stretching or making runs in behind and kind of being a little more versatile in the way you attack.
Well, the man with the ball at his feet, Traore, is the tallest of the Vegas players at 6'3". So playing aerial obviously is going to be tough when you're at such a disadvantage from vertical position that try to go to the feet, but to that point, you're right, SAFC is so good at what they do in the organization. Collier comes away with the ball. Collier delayed momentarily. It's off his feet. It should belong to SAFC. No, here to Abraham Romero. Traore. Ordaz making the run. Shannon Gomez heads it away. Gio volleys it along. Collier, good ball. Dillon trying to cut it back. Traore, stride for stride with him. Shannon Gomez maybe cramping up a little bit here as he goes to ground. DeRoma upfield. Almaguer switching the play. Ordaz, corner of the box, settles. Trejo, again, PC bumping him off the ball. Disadvantage right now for SAFC with Gomez down on the field. They're just looking for maybe Adeniran to commit a foul here just to stop the play. We'll see the ball go out, which is what we'll get, and we'll get the momentary stoppage here as Shannon Gomez will say, I think you read his lips, I'm cramping up right there. There's a lot of minutes for Shannon Gomez. He's usually a second half guy who comes on. Most recently, he's been coming on. Him and Saad Abdul Salam have really been switching the minutes, with Abdul Salam playing the first 45, Shannon coming on for the second 45. It's a little bit of a longer run for him than he's had over his more recent matches. See Dillon cramping up a little bit too. It is, even though it's not a, by South Texas standards, very hot night tonight, it's definitely a humid night tonight. We've had, of course, the rain on Wednesday night. Had a lot of rain circulating around the area here in the last 72 hours, so definitely a little bit of a stickier night than maybe we would expect here in the middle of August.
Yeah, the more miles on the legs, their bodies are just getting depleted of water. It's really easy for that to happen, especially in the calves. You see some of the players, they cut a hole in their calves. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's either they got really big calves or really tight socks. So that'll help to alleviate maybe the chance of a cramp.
Foul on PC. Crisostoma on the reset. DeRoma. Trejo out wide. Ordaz. Toss to the back post, nobody there. Jordy Dellum let it ride out.
And that's kind of summed up their attack tonight. Getting good areas, but not really picking anyone out in the crosses, or there's SAFC body there to defend it and clear it.
Yeah, this is a trademark performance by the San Antonio FC defense tonight, which is, I mean, it's amazing to think of the players who are not on the pitch. Mitchell Tainer, Fabian Garcia, Carter Manley only played 26 minutes here tonight. A lot of credit to guys like Jordy Dellum and Saad Abdul Salam, who've slipped back into maybe some unfamiliar roles and still getting it done as well with the rest of the players upfield coming back for support. Like that man, Connor Maloney.
Yeah, we've got to give some credit to Jordan Farr as well. I'm sure he's organizing and communicating a little bit extra, having new bodies in front of him.
Nacho Bailone will come on here for the final 10 minutes. Justin Dillon's night is done. Bailone, who was actually not in the 18 on Wednesday night, with a little bit of a nagging injury, so good to see that that is nothing that is too severe. Bailone's 12th appearance of the season.
It's nice to put on another natural goal scorer. He'll get at least one or two chances here before the end of the game.
It's another good week for Justin Dillon. Gets an assist on Adeniran's first goal of the week Wednesday night. Moves into a tie for 6th in USL Championship when it comes to assists. Ordaz. Funk himself there. Ilone. Frank DeRoma. DeRoma skips around Saad Abdul Salam. Looking for help. Got a runner in Crisostomo outside the area. SAFC able to collapse on him. Ordaz will settle. DeRoma. That move a lot here. He's gotten the SAFC players to bite on it a couple times. Finally, PC will win the ball away. DeRoma runs him off. Frank DeRoma will go into the books for a yellow here, his 5th caution of the season.
Oh yeah, just took a little bit of the knee, in the lower back. It's well done from PC.
Because DeRoma's gotten him with that little kind of touch move a couple of times tonight.
Yeah, a little fake cross, fake shot, drag. But once he beats the man, he needs to, you know, get a cross in or do something with it instead of coming back, and that's what gave PC another stab at it to win it defensively.
Well, this won't surprise you, Hayden. Las Vegas is the worst in USL when it comes to successful crosses, only 23 all season. And in comparison, SAFC 55 successful crosses this year.
Yeah, and that's just the crosser picking their head up and picking someone out and having options and committed runs in the box. But also doing that against a team like SAFC where the defense is so locked in. You've got to not only do that, but then avoid defenders that are in the box.
And on the stats right now, Las Vegas 0 for 14 for crosses tonight. So you are on top of it. Trejo, top of the box. Once SAFC took the lead, it was pretty methodical as Trejo puts it again across. This will come just outside the area. Torres leaves to Jennings. Jennings, no real estate. And a low shot taken off the pitch there from Quezada.
Just so much traffic at the top of the box there. It's a very routine save for Jordan Farr.
It is only the second shot on target tonight for Las Vegas. And again, the first one, that was back in the first half, was the chip by Iskandarian after the miscue by the back line for SAFC that sent Jordan Farr back, reaching up with one hand to grab it out of midair. DeRoma. Trejo. Again, SAFC able to get numbers behind the ball. DeRoma switching the play. Torres, Quezada making the overlapping run. Crisostomo finds Quezada, edge of the box. And it out. Collier the giveaway. DeRoma, oh. Collier went down off the back of Shannon Gomez, and the throw will belong to Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's a bit shifty there. Broke Collier's ankles, but again, didn't really do anything with it.
And Trejo able to win possession. And he's just going to lose the ball. And a frustrating night tonight for Danny Trejo. 10 goals, 37 shots coming into this match, but he has just not been able to penetrate along with the rest of his teammates through that stout SAFC back line. San Antonio, just 19 goals conceded coming into this match. We showed you they've only conceded 6 at home all year. them 21-6 before tonight, so add 2 more to that, 23, plus 17 goal differential at home. Closing in on their 8th victory of the year at Toyota Field and their club record 18th overall. Chrysostoma looking for support. Now Jennings is up once again at the feet of Trejo. A turn by Chrysostoma. Daroma. Put one into the box. And Jasser Kamiri will knock it back to Jordan Farr. San Antonio FC on the cusp of taking all 6 of the available points here in week 23. After what was a disappointing performance last Saturday night in San Diego at Toreto Stadium, they got blitzed by 3 goals in just 1/4 hour. All is right once again in SAFC Nation.
Looks like Daroma made a few enemies in the stands. Probably off that PC tackle right here in front of the bench.
Could be a critical loss for Las Vegas Lights. The game began the night just above the playoff line, sitting on 33 points. Did get a little help with Phoenix falling last night. And the draw only for El Paso, which is just 1 point ahead of them. That's chipped along, and again, it's Farr who will bring it down. LA Galaxy 2. Play tomorrow, or excuse me, they'll play next Wednesday. They're actually off tonight. Most recent loss to Loudoun, so question is, will there be a little bit of a push from maybe another team like Monterey Bay? Below the playoff line, can Orange County figure it out in the final 10 matches of the season after winning the title a year ago? Sitting well below the playoff line coming into week 23. There may be some challengers still for Las Vegas, who has missed the playoffs in all 4 seasons of their existence. Trejo. And Connor Maloney will head that one away. Four minutes of added time here at the end of the second half, as you see, but you feel like the celebration has already started here at Toyota Field with SAFC up 2 goals. Just trying to see the final minutes of this match out without hopefully not conceding another injury. Dinner in skies for that one, and it's awarded to San Antonio. Bailone. Away from him. If all stays as is, SAFC will improve to 5-1-1 lifetime against Las Vegas Lights FC as Staroma brought to ground by PC. He's got to be careful. Oh, and PC just got handed a yellow in second half stoppage time, and that will put him on a one-match card accumulation suspension next Saturday night. Almost what you hate to see at this point in the match.
Yeah, he's got to be a little smarter there. Now the question is a boo going to be available?
Now, so all of a sudden, some questions now for next Saturday night against RGV. Mitchell Tainer will come back off suspension, but now PC will go on suspension. We'll wait the status of Carter Manley, Fabian Garcia, amongst others for SAFC. Mohamed Abu, as you suggested, but now all of a sudden, well, you're going to be looking at a 25th different starting 11 for Alan Morsina next Saturday night, so that's not unusual.
Yeah, I was like, that's probably going to be the case anyways. But, yeah, then you got to maybe think of a Dellum, or, I mean, Nicky Hernandez is more of an attacking player. You really need someone that's going to sit in there and break up play in the midfield. And having PC and Abu out, I don't know what it'll be. There's some answers, and maybe Connor Maloney shift into there. Nonetheless, they're going to want to prepare for that in the week ahead of the game.
Look at Jordan Farr telling his defenders, that's marking. That's brilliant. That's well captured by our microphones down on the field.
Yeah, you love to hear that. It's very easy to make that daunting run back towards your goal and track your man when you've got a leader like Jordan Farr giving you positive words.
San Antonio FC secures a new club record, their 18th victory of the season. More importantly, they reduced their magic number down to 4 to clinch a playoff berth for the third consecutive year. It is their 95th win in USL Championship history, and their lead at the top of the Western Conference table is now 7 over San Diego Loyal. It's a 2-0 win tonight for SAFC over Las Vegas Lights as San Antonio FC sweeps Week 23, and they sweep the season series against Las Vegas. Nicky Hernandez and Jasser Kamiri are the goals here tonight as SAFC secures the win. We're back with you next Saturday night, San Antonio FC and RGV FC in a South Texas derby at 8 right here on Bally Sports. Now for Hayden Partain, our special guest Mitchell Tainer, and our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss saying so long. Your final, SAFC 2, Las Vegas Lights 0. This has been a presentation of the USL Championship and Spurs Sports and Entertainment. Have a great night, everybody.